And welcome to Ohio Hobbies. Today we're hunting a box of quarters. Now, before I open this box, 6 of the last 7 boxes that I've opened have been brand new quarters. Now, the last 2 were Samoa 2020s, and unfortunately the only thing I found in that were some ejector finger errors with 2 die cracks on all of them, and I found over a roll of those to add to my collection. So I am hoping for either a circulated box or another one that has some W's in it at least, so we can have some special finds. And look at that, we have a circulated box. It's about time. Alright, so we'll check this top row. Now we're going to be looking for West Points. We are going to be looking for errors and varieties such as the South Carolina. We'll be checking for the extra branch. We will be checking, for instance, like Homestead for the leaky bucket, bird nest, doubled on the handle of the water pump. We're going to be looking for proofs, silver, you name it, we're going to be looking for it in this box of circulated coins. Alright, that's enough talking. Let's get this thing cracked open and see what we're going to find. We are only 2 rolls in, and we are going to come up with our first Canadian, our first find. It is a 2005. And I came across something else. Second roll. And we have our first San Francisco proof. Look at that cameo. And it is a Nebraska 2006. I will take proofs all day, every day. Look at that. I love finding me some proofs. That one will definitely be in the collection. And I'm starting my pile up here, up across the top. That'll be all the ones I'm going to look for varieties on. So I'll put them up there, and then I'll go through them all with the scope at the end. But for now, I've hunted 2 rolls, and we have 2 finds. This may be a very good box. We are on roll 17. Things are starting to pile up a little bit in the back row. The finds, we only have the 2, but we're going to add a third one. This is a 1981 Philly. If you notice, the top of that rim is rather thick, and the 1981 at the bottom is almost cut off. That is definitely an off-center strike. Without a doubt, the back looks like it is centered, but the front is not. It is off. So I will be adding that to my collection, and there is what appears to be actually that's just post mint damage, it looks like. I don't think it's anything mint related, but we do have an off center strike that looks like it did cut off the bottom of the 9 and possibly the 1, but touched the 8 and the other 1. So we will add that to the collection. We are currently 29 rolls in, and we found a river of no return out of West Point. That's right, we now have a W in the box, and I am excited. We can add the W to the off-center strike, the proof, and the Canadian. All we really need to find is some silver. Come on. 10 rolls later, excuse me, 10 rolls later, and look what we got. We have another West Point. This time, though, right up here, you can see we have the privy mark. So this is going to be a 2020 West Point. Now, just for giggles, let's pull out the old 3D printed box, open it up, scroll all the way to the end, and the only 2020 West Point we have is Weir Farms. So that's the only one. Let's go ahead and see what we've got. And it is another Weir Farms. So even though we already have one, I don't have a problem adding another one to the collection. But we do already have this one. This is all the West Points. You've seen me pull all these if you watched all the episodes. And I have given away a few. But for the most part, that's everything we found in Ohio. Well, my part of Ohio. My boxes. Alright. Enough chit chat. We have 2 W's on the board. We have an off-center strike. We have a proof. And we have a Canadian. Let's go. We have 11 more boxes. Or 11 more rolls to hunt. Well, we are just getting started putting these quarters under the scope and checking for varieties and errors. And I have one under the scope right now. And I'm going to show you this 2005P Minnesota. We're looking for this bit of an extra tree right here beside 1, 2, 3, the 4th tree. And we're going to look right up here. And we have 1, 2, 3, the 4th tree. And you see it right there, the little spot right there at the top, and then the bigger spot there. That would be it that we are looking at right there. So we have ourselves a 2005P Minnesota double die reverse number 1. I checked some of the other ones because they're in the book 2 through 10. Doesn't look like any of those. So it is definitely a double die reverse number 1. Maybe we'll find another variety. Okay, I am done searching all the different varieties I had up here. Let's look at the finds for this video and get on to the sister box of quarters that I have picked up at the same time I picked up these ones. Let's go ahead and start here. Just showing I found this 1977 in fantastic condition. So that one there may upgrade my album. I did end up pulling one Alaska Bear. And the reason I did is that claw is super messed up. There's all kinds of extra metal all through here. And a little bit of that one there. But there's definitely plenty of extra metal there. It's not considered the 6 claw as far as I know, but I find so many of those. Almost everyone I had some kind of extra metal there. We found the amazing Minnesota double die reverse number 1. Let's see if I can put it under the scope in the plastic. Yeah, we can see it. Still, right there is the extra tree. That is the double die reverse number 1. We had the Weir Farm West Point. We also had a 2019 River of No Return West Point. So we found 2 W's in that box. Happy about that one. We got our 1981 that was off-centered, very thick at the top and thin at the bottom, which even cut off part of the 9. And then we did have one Canadian, and it is a 2005. And another find of the box would be this San Francisco Proof from Nebraska, 2006. So that was a pretty good box as far as I'm concerned. We'll be flipping up a few of those. The proof will get flipped. The 2 West Points will get flipped. I don't think I'll flip the Alaska. I'll probably just put it in a folder itself. That one will get flipped, the 81 off-center strike. So definitely got some work to do ahead of pulling up that next box and getting it on the table. But if you're still around, if you would, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe and turn on that bell if you're not already a subscriber. Down in the description of this video, you're going to find my email address and P.O. Box if you wish to send any items my way. Below that, if you are willing, able, and have the means to help the channel kick off a few other things that I've got planned, I accept donations through PayPal. But that's it for this one. I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, get your hobby on.